What it do, YouTube world? Is Coffee tapping back in, man, in the Gene Hackman situation, which is so spooky, eerie. The vibes just creeping me the fuck out. When I did the math, any way you cut it, it just seems like something very, very grim had to have happened at that house. Gene Hackman, wife, and dog found deceased in the home. Two other dogs outside, good to go. Everything's okay. Running around, playing, doing dog-ish, loving life, living that dog life. It's so crazy, right? And they're saying no carbon monoxide poisoning, no gas leak, right? What the fuck could it be? It's so weird. Shout out to my guy, Jay Millie. He was saying, we've seen celebrities or regular couples just found deceased, murder, suicide, or a suicide murder. It's just something like that. That's not nothing new. It's happened a trillion billion times, and it'll probably, unfortunately, continue to happen. But never is the dog killed as well. And like I said, we got an update, though, where it's getting even spookier. But at the same time, it could just be a hoax, and it seems that it is, but it's just still so eerie and so creepy that it's happened. And I'll give an example real quick. Chris Benoit, we all know what happened, what went down when he ultimately was found to have offed his wife, his son, and himself. And, neighbors found the aftermath of that. It was absolutely ridiculous, disgusting, disturbing. It was a hard pill to swallow. I didn't want to accept that that's what happened. A lot of people didn't want to. It felt like something else had to have happened. But at the end of the day, I guess he just snapped and did it. But if you guys recall, it's so crazy to me. Hours before that happened, or the bodies were discovered, someone went on Wikipedia, right, from Stamford, Connecticut, which is so crazy because that's where WWE is. And this ain't no debunked bullish folklore or rumored. No, this is official. Police looked into it, which is crazy because I want to know who it was who did it. They went on to the Wikipedia page and edited it to say that he was deceased. And I think his wife too. I'm not sure if they put the exact accurate that the whole family was deceased, but it's crazy. What are the odds that someone logs on to Wikipedia? Because we've seen things happen on Wikipedia before like that, where people just as a joke. I remember when Cameron and Mace were beefing. Cam had someone edit the Wikipedia page to say that Mace had dildos on the sink in his house and was playing weird games with Puff. This was back in 2017 or 18 when Mace dropped the Oracle. Came back to the rap game for a brief minute, just long enough for a cup of coffee, and was up out of there. I think he dropped that track in Rap Mount Rushmore or something like that and was gone just as quick as he came. He did an interview. He told Cam, "You'll always be my bitch. That's why you got my name tatted on you." And said Cam effed his sister. It was crazy. They're cool now. They got the It Is What It Is podcast. But my point is, Cam had someone go on there and edit different stuff to clown Mace. It's not something we've never seen before, but it gets removed. But I'm just saying, when someone's found DEAD like that, like Chris Benoit, in such a crazy way, and someone did it before, it's how did that happen? That's crazy. Police checked into it. I guess they cleared the person. I've never seen or heard who it is or was or why they did it. If you know, let me know below in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the buttons and all that. If you're new, this is Jay Coffee Talk, where we coffee talk it up on music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more. But this Gene Hackman ish is bugging me out because most people keep saying, it sounds like gas leak or carbon monoxide. Well, the authorities flat out said that's not what it is. Maybe it could still be what it is. But anyway, someone has done some Wikipedia fluckery on the Gene Hackman page as well. And this is what it is. Check this out. Culture Vulture said, "I went to Gene Hackman's wiki after the announcement of his death and screenshotted this because I knew it would be deleted. But what the fuck does this mean?" So you see here in the death section, it says Hackman was found along with his wife and their dog at their home in Santa Fe, Mexico on February 26, 2025. He was 95. And then it says witchcraft, medicine, and God's healing power inside the American cult of Santa Fe that killed Gene Hackman and his wife. They said he was appointed by God. They called him the pastor, the messenger, the healer. So, like I said, this could just be a hoax, but it still makes the situation all the more spooky. And you see, this is also from the wiki. Witchcraft medicine. Okay, Hackman was found dead along with his wife and their dog at their home in Santa Fe on February 2nd. They said he was appointed by God. So this is the person who did the edit, Topo, whatever, Casa Pound, has done 41 edits. And someone commented and said, what does that mean though? And then someone says BS. They pulled up this article that seems to be the same article. Witchcraft medicine and God's healing power inside the Australian cult that killed 8-year-old, which is fucking terrible and horrible. And if that's just what this is, that someone just edited this article to play, it's fucked up that you're playing into this situation with Gene Hackman and just people dying, period. But it's even all the more sick that you chose some sick cultist weirdo flux who killed a child. Evil demons. For 17 years, Brendan Stevens led a small conservative Christian sect known as the Saints, disavowing birthdays, schooling, and medicine, including the insulin that would have saved Elizabeth Struve's life. They said he was appointed by God. They say they called him the pastor, the messenger, and the healer. For 17 years, Brendan Stevens led, we are a congregation known as the Saints, thrust into international spotlight this week after one of its flock, an 8-year-old diabetic named Elizabeth Struve, died after members denied her life-saving insulin. 14 members of the Saints, including Elizabeth's parents, her brother, and Stevens. So it seems someone has found the article in which this comes from, that someone took that, cropped out, or just placed over the original article in different places to make it seem like it's an article about Gene Hackman, because again, this is spooky ass, crazy circumstances in which he was found deceased. And here it is again, right? Reverted edit by, and then the person's name. Hackman was found dead along with his wife. Okay, down here it highlighted witchcraft medicine. So damn, this person, Bidgie, who I guess had something to do with this as well, has 52,584 edits. What's it say? Auto Patroller extended, confirmed users, pending changes, reviewers, rollbackers. So that's what's so crazy about Wikipedia, a pretty, at times, accurate page, and then at the same time, so inaccurate and crazy that you have ish like this make it on there, but it wasn't on there for a long period of time. But it's like, I don't understand how, I'm sure there's got to be moderators and stuff that bullish still makes it to the page. Like, people can just make edits and they don't have to be approved by anyone with some kind of status or something. Like, what sense does that make? You know what I'm saying? Here we go, a little back and forth about this. But why is the font larger than the rest? I don't know. It was up at 5 a.m. and then abruptly removed. Oh, I'm not trying to retweet that. Let's see. It was photoshopped. Nah, I have the edited removed wiki pic. So this is showing that, it was removed. Any more info on this, or is it just wiki? Just his wiki, but we can probably look at when his page was edited. It was already removed. They removed it quick, saw it up at 5. So anytime between that and when I checked again at 6, anyone, including you and I, can edit a wiki page. Yes, true. However, I'm just posting that it's odd. This was up just after they announced his death. Could be coincidence. I just thought it was odd. I mean, it definitely is odd on top of a horrible, crazy situation. And I'm still, like I say, anyway, I try to add it up. The authorities told the media in press release, right, that hey, it's not carbon monoxide poisoning. It's not a gas leak. Well, what the fuck is it then? How did the wife, Gene, and the dog die? They're in separate rooms. Again, 2 other dogs outside. running amok again, living that dog life, not a care in their dog world, just dogging it up. Pause. But Jean's wife found dead, fell in the bathroom, pills all over the ground, a space heater on the ground that fell when she fell is what the authorities are theorizing by seeing it. And I think Jean was he in a bedroom? I don't know. He was in a separate room, but all three of them deceased. It sounds as if they're saying it ain't carbon monoxide or a gas leak, it's got to be they were poisoned or something. I don't know. It's just so bugged out. And then on top of it, someone taking a flucked up article like this, photoshopping it to include Gene Hackman, right? And making an article appear to be about him and placing it into the wiki. It's removed, but it's still creepy as fuck. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that someone from the cult did it or nothing like that, or trying to speak anything else into it. I'm just saying it's such a peculiar, odd, creepy, scary, spooky happening on top of a situation that has already got everyone just kind of in awe, like in a bad way, like what is going on, and I didn't know that too, that anyone can edit a wiki page. I thought you have to have some kind of status, but it's stupid if anyone can. Why hasn't Wikipedia changed that so things like this and like what happened with Chris Benoit don't happen? Again, the Chris Benoit situation is so bugged out, scary, creepy, and just like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But why wouldn't they change that? Why is that still like that? Why don't moderators have to check into what people do? You know what I mean? It makes no sense. This Wikipedia post makes no sense. It's like some crack-fueled post made by a crazy person. Maybe, but to have it up as they announced his death is odd, extremely odd. So is he saying, completely agree, this is most suspicious, and with the Epstein files about to be released too, more coincidence? Hackman was whacked. Someone, and then Culture Vulture says, Whackman, pause. So are they saying that this was up first? What the fuck? The headline is from a January article about an Australian cult. What the fuck? Sorry, y'all. Dropped my vape on the ground. Now, check this out. Tell me this guy right here don't, from that angle, look a little bit like Gene Hackman. Is that the reason that people decided to do this? Is this where they got it from? Like, oh, that dude looks a bit like Gene Hackman. He's in this cult article. Let's do this. Who knows? But again, same article and all that. Lab bias off the liberal. Oh, that's an ad. Twitter, cut these ads out, Elon. X, whatever. Interesting. Fantastic catch. What? Thanks, dude. Saved it to my phone. Just followed. What the hell? Whoa. What the fuck? Smart as fuck of you to take that screenshot. It's wiki, open source. Anyone can mess with that site. Again, that's true. Doesn't matter who says it's not true. Now, I'm not saying it's true, but I'm saying, and it's odd that this person's name is Ms. Coincidence. Just like in that Chris Benoit situation, the police checked into it. They grilled the person, whoever did it, and they did it before his death, which is just, I still to this day, I want to know who the fuck that was. How did their dog also die? That's the thing that's really got everyone fucked up, man. Let's see. The dog also went to Epstein Island, explains the pallets of peanut butter. Pills all over the floor. Dog ate them just like the end of Magnolia. Now listen, Jay Millie had the live going again. Shout out to my bro, Jay Militant. Good dude. I fuck with him heavy. And shout out to him and Lon Lon, the Don, the bros, right? And during his live, someone was saying dogs, because we were talking about not this I just found out, but about the pills being on the floor where the wife fell. And they were saying how like dogs are smart and typically won't get into ish like that. Like hell, to give a dog their medicine, you got to hide it in snacks and treats. And sometimes they can still sniff it out and find it. So I don't know. What say you on that? Did you see this? ish wood chipper. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Anyone can add to wiki. It's not real. It means someone went into the page and altered it so that suckers like you would post it and keep the wasted lie alive. Again, I'm not saying this is true. I'm agreeing with this person that it's so bizarre, so bugged out. LOL, I always love when people put weird things up right after something happens. Luckily, though, they get deleted quickly. Someone says, what? Whoa, Miss Coincidence posts this. Wikipedia Gene Hackman on right shows altered text removals. See yellow. Minutes after his death surfaced, info on witchcraft is gone. So wait a second. They're alleging that this was just minutes after his death. So for someone to put this play together, taking articles, photoshopping them, if this person's timeline is indeed right, to have all that set, ready to go, everything, and do that right at that time, that's that's crazy. You know what I mean? You would think someone would wake up, hear of the news, and it would take them like a day or so to put this plan together. But no, they did it already. So here's the left, right? And then it's pulled out. Let's see. Who edited this out? Well, it's whoever. Let's see what someone responds to this. Y'all realize anyone can edit a wiki page, right? And why? I know anyone can edit wiki info, but who's to say it isn't true? Got proof it isn't true? Now, again, I'm not saying that. Yeah, someone already posted that it was a headline about an Australian cult, so nothing to do with Gene Hackman, just some fuckwit who decided to edit his wiki. I'm wondering too, like I said, if someone got the idea from that person slightly resembling Gene Hackman a bit, if you ask me. Someone says Santa Fe is a small town infested with Satanists, Masons, and other crazies. They have underground tunnels and sacrificial areas. The government is involved in that ish. So are several local businesses. A lot of entertainment folks live there. The entire state is cursed. Jeez, I don't like the sounds of that, man. You will find a Freemason temple near the home of Gene Hackman. The government roundhouse isn't far down the road. Didn't his wife own a store in the De Vargas Mall? That's a popular mall where old rich like to shop and hang out with shop owners. If you ever go there, if you ever visit there, don't go to any bars that go downstairs underground. They are part of the darkness. Human traffickers are always lurking in parking lots and will follow their targets into stores. Even women with children, homeless addicts are everywhere now. So I don't know, man. Is Santa Fe cursed, like this person's saying, and all kinds of twisted, sick ish going on there? I don't know. And listen, you read these comments here, these last two by Get It Nobella, if that's how you say their name, Twitter handle at DShizED. I don't know if that's how you say that, whatever. Anyways, the point is that could all look like crackpot conspiracy theorist stuff. And I say this all the time, man. Conspiracy stuff, like 2010-ish, I got into the blogosphere a little bit about like Freemason imagery and stuff like that, and hip hop videos and other things, and dived into the whole secret society, Illuminati, Freemason stuff and all that. And it was weird. It was like definitely being pushed in pop culture in a weird way, the symbology at least. But then with other stuff we know about the trafficking and things involving politicians, and then when someone's talking about the Epstein stuff, like it's extra spooky, y'all. Like, listen, and then with the stuff that Snowden leaked out, with all that spying and all these algorithms and stuff that can flag things, they could solve every crime if they wanted to, but they don't. I was hoping the resident, what's that say, would come out and clear this up. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyone else see or screenshot this? Yeah, I didn't see that just now. I definitely wouldn't dismiss the possibility. Do you think that they were empowering? I'm a journalist. You're right, it's already gone. Then someone put this up. For 17 years, Gene Hackman led a small congregation known as the Saints. So I don't know, man. Like, they took out that other guy's name and put Gene Hackman in this article. There's always a dead dog. What? When has there ever been one? It means all these celebrities play a dangerous game. Fake font and placement of text doesn't line up with how it would look. Let's see. Wikipedia means literally nothing. It means people know Americans consume media garbage. How about this, though? This came up on DuckDuckGo. Why would his death show up here when looking up American Cult Santa Fe? Good catch. And then this guy said, what the fuck? Could it come up from simply that Wikipedia edit nonsense, even if it's already been edited out? Or is there something else going on here? Let's see what people say. You say, who owned Heaven's Gate? Actor Gene Hackman, wife and dog found dead. Heaven's Gate. UFO cult, the largest mass suicide. What the fuck? Yup, same on my DuckDuck search. Yep, I just did the same search. And this person shares the screenshot. American Cult Santa Fe brings up Gene Hackman's death. This is creepy as fuck, man. Tell me it ain't. New Mexico does things to people. So, I don't know, man. There you have it. Like I said, obviously, the whole wiki thing, like this ain't nothing that hasn't happened before. But like I said, the same thing with husbands and wives being found deceased. That ain't nothing that ain't happened before. But the fact that the dog, that ain't happened before. You feel me? Like the other things ain't things that ain't happened before. But you add the dog to the equation, that is something that hasn't happened before. And then you throw into it the fact that someone had this all edited up, ready to go, inserting Gene Hackman by Photoshop into this cult article. Like, it's just very peculiar to me. And then, like I said, you add into it all the Epstein stuff. Like, this is some spooky-ish, and I don't like it. And again, it's giving me the heebie-jeebies, but I want to know what everyone out there thinks about it. So hit the comments. Thank you for watching. Much love, guys. It's Coffee, and I'm up out of here. I'll catch you on the next video, but let's talk about this. Is it bizarre to you as well? Do you think Coffee, cut it out? It's just some hoaxes-ish. Like, let's talk. You know what I mean? And new viewers, again, don't forget to subscribe, hit the buttons, help me out, breakthrough in the algorithm, right? The algorithm. Motherfuckers make it hard for Coffee. But, we're going to keep pumping out that content. And, again, we talk other stuff over here. Music, sports, current events, all kinds of stuff. So with all that said, I'm up out of here, guys. Peace.